The movie begins with Donnie and his family. His parents, Eddie and Rose, his younger sister Samantha, and his older sister Elizabeth. Donnie struggles with his mental health and is in therapy because he often wakes up in strange places without remembering how he got there. He's supposed to be taking medication, but he recently stopped. On October 2nd, 1988, Donnie Darko, a troubled teenager living in suburban Virginia, is woken up in the middle of the night by a strange figure dressed as a giant rabbit named Frank. Frank tells Donnie that the world will end in exactly 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. Under Frank's influence, Donnie sleepwalks outside and ends up on a golf course, waking up at dawn with the mysterious countdown written on his arm. When Donnie returns home, he discovers that a jet engine has crashed into his bedroom during the night. Thankfully, no one was hurt. His sister Elizabeth explains that FAA investigators, led by Bob Garland, are baffled. They can't figure out where the engine came from, as its serial number was burned and is now unreadable. With their house damaged, the family temporarily moves into a hotel. Meanwhile, the bizarre incident makes Donnie a local celebrity at school. He quickly gains attention and starts hanging out with the popular kids, enjoying his newfound status despite the unsettling experience. Donnie confides in his psychotherapist, Dr. Thurman, about the strange visits he keeps having from Frank, the mysterious figure in the rabbit costume. Frank's influence over Donnie grows stronger, pushing him to do things he wouldn't normally consider. On October 6th, 1988, with 24 days remaining in Frank's countdown, Donnie vandalized his school by damaging a water main, causing the entire building to flood. Principal Cole is left with no choice but to close the school temporarily to let it dry out, disrupting classes for everyone. As if the flood wasn't enough, an axe is lodged in a bronze sculpture of the school mascot, the mongrel, on school grounds. At the base of the sculpture, someone had scrawled the words, "They made me do it." The bizarre act leaves the entire school community shocked and speculating about who could be responsible. Meanwhile, Donnie's actions go unnoticed, as no one suspects his involvement. Donnie's life takes an unexpected turn when he begins dating Gretchen Ross, a new student in town. Gretchen has recently moved with her mother under a new identity to escape her abusive stepfather. Despite her troubled past, Gretchen finds comfort in Donnie's company, and their bond grows quickly. Donnie even steps in to protect her from two school bullies, Seth and Ricky, earning her trust and deepening their connection. Meanwhile, the school is abuzz with speculation about the flooding incident. Gym teacher Kitty Farmer, known for her strict and overbearing demeanor, pins the blame on a short story assigned by the passionate English teacher, Karen Pomeroy. The story, The Destructors, describes a group of kids who destroy an elderly couple's home by breaking a water main and flooding it, eerily similar to what happened at the school. Kitty insists the story has influenced someone to commit the act, causing tension among the staff and furthering her rivalry with Karen. While the faculty debates the story's impact, Donnie watches the chaos unfold, keeping his involvement hidden. To him, it all feels like a piece of the strange puzzle he's been drawn into since Frank appeared. Kitty Farmer starts incorporating attitude lessons from motivational speaker Jim Cunningham into her gym classes. Students watch videos of Jim's simplistic philosophy, which reduces all actions to being motivated by either fear or love. Donnie, unimpressed and annoyed by the oversimplification, openly challenges the lessons. During one class, when Kitty assigns a worksheet categorizing behaviors as fear-based or love-based, Donnie sarcastically tells her to shove the assignments up her behind. His defiance lands him in trouble with the school administration. This confrontation creates significant tension between Kitty and Donnie's mother, Rose. Frustrated by Donnie's behavior, Kitty escalates the matter by getting him suspended from all after-school activities for 6 months. On October 10th, 1988, with 20 days left, before the world is said to end, Donnie grows curious about time travel, a topic introduced to him by Frank. During a conversation with his science teacher, Dr. Kenneth Monatoff, Donnie shares his thoughts and questions. Intrigued by Donnie's interest, Monatoff hands him an old, cryptic book titled The Philosophy of Time Travel. The book was written by Roberta Sparrow, a former science teacher at the school, now a reclusive and seemingly senile elderly woman. Donnie is shocked to learn that the eccentric woman he has often seen wandering the neighborhood was once a brilliant mind. Roberta, known to locals as Grandma Death, is frequently spotted aimlessly walking to and from her mailbox, as if waiting for something important. Her disheveled appearance and strange behavior make it hard for Donnie to imagine her as the author of such a profound scientific work. Roberta leaned in close and whispered something chilling. "Every living thing on the planet dies alone." Her words left Donnie shaken, and he has thought about them ever since. Donnie dives into Roberta Sparrow's book. According to Sparrow, this alternate universe forms under specific conditions, involving the convergence of water and metal. If these conditions are met, a wormhole will tear through the fabric of space-time and reveal itself through artifacts, objects like the jet engine that defy normal explanations. Sparrow warns that a tangent universe is inherently unstable and cannot last longer than a few weeks before collapsing, destroying everything within it. By October 18, 1988, with just 12 days remaining, Donnie's mental state worsens. Dr. Thurman shares her growing concerns with his parents, revealing that Donnie is disconnected from reality and suffering from daylight hallucinations, a key symptom of paranoid schizophrenia. She explains that his visions of Frank, the monstrous rabbit, are manifestations of his fractured mind. Meanwhile, Donnie experiences another strange phenomenon. He sees a translucent, snake-like life force emerging from his chest, guiding him. Following it, he discovers a gun hidden in his father's closet. On the same day, Donnie shares a tender moment with Gretchen, and they kiss for the first time. It's a brief moment of normalcy amidst the chaos in Donnie's mind. Later, Donnie's rebellion escalates. During a school assembly, he disrupts a speech by Jim Cunningham, mocking him in front of the students. His defiance doesn't stop there. Under Frank's influence, Donnie sets fire to Cunningham's house. The fire reveals a shocking secret. Police uncover evidence of a child pornography ring hidden in Cunningham's belongings, leading to his immediate arrest. In his next hypnotherapy session, Donnie confesses everything to Dr. Thurman, including his recent crimes and his belief that Frank will soon kill someone. With Eddie away on business in New York, Donnie and Elizabeth are left to take care of the house. Sensing an opportunity, the siblings decide to throw a Halloween party, celebrating Elizabeth's recent acceptance into Harvard. The party is filled with costumed friends, loud music, and an air of excitement. Gretchen arrives at the party visibly upset, revealing that her mother has disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Donnie comforts her, but as the night goes on, he becomes increasingly restless. He realizes that Frank's warning about the end of the world is rapidly approaching, with only a few hours left. Determined to find answers, Donnie convinces Gretchen and two of his friends to go with him to Roberta Sparrow's house, hoping she can provide some clarity. When they arrive, they are ambushed by Seth and Ricky, two school bullies who are in the process of robbing Sparrow's house. A fight breaks out, escalating quickly and spilling out into the dark street. As the chaos unfolds, Roberta Sparrow, seemingly oblivious to the danger, an oncoming Pontiac Trans Am suddenly appears, swerving to avoid her. Tragically, the car hits Gretchen instead, throwing her to the ground and killing her instantly. The driver of the car steps out, revealing himself to be Frank Anderson, a high school kid who happens to be wearing the same rabbit costume as Frank in Donnie's visions. Overcome with rage and grief, Donnie grabs his father's gun and shoots Frank in the eye. As the strange vortex forms above Donnie's house, he drives up into the hills to watch the storm. The sky is dark and swirling, and suddenly, an airplane comes down from above. One of its engines gets torn off by the storm and falls into the vortex. Everything that happened in the past 28 days starts to reverse. The events that caused all the trouble begin to play out backward. Donnie ends up back in his bed on the morning of October 2nd, before any of the chaos starts. He lies there, laughing, waiting for what's about to happen. Then, the jet engine crashes through his room again, just like before. This time, it kills Donnie. The world goes back to how it was before, as if nothing ever happened. The people Donnie interacted with woke up, feeling confused and unsettled. Gretchen rides past Donnie's house and hears about his death from a boy named David. She doesn't remember Donnie, even though something about him seems familiar. Gretchen and Rose, who had never really met, share a brief look and wave at each other. They both feel like they know each other, but can't remember where from. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on our latest videos.